What's up, guys? Knicks Daily here back. I'm kind of torn on this video because Zach LaVine makes a lot of sense for the Knicks. It's also realistic. He's unrestricted. He played with Coach Tibb in Minnesota. He would fit the Knicks roster well because our current shooting guard is Evan Fournier, who obviously isn't the greatest. I mean, he can shoot the three ball, but he's a streaky shooter. He's not a good defender. He's really not a part of our long-term future. Like, I don't think anyone would be like, Evan Fournier is a part of the Knicks' future. He really isn't. If we get Zach LaVine, not only is he a very good basketball player, averaging 24, 5, and 5 in 67 games, he can certainly mentor this Knicks roster that is very young. LaVine has been dealing with injuries since December, so I know I'm going to get comments saying he averaged 19 and 6 in the playoffs. He's not that guy when it matters. And the funny thing is, I'll still probably get comments after saying that because those people don't watch the videos. Guys, he's been banged up. I don't think the Bulls are going to bring him back. He's eligible for a $200 million deal, but once again, he certainly won't be getting that. He's not a superstar player. So if he goes to the Knicks, I'm not saying like the Knicks just got their superstar, they got their guy. No, they just got an all-star type of player, maybe borderline all-star type of player who can score the basketball, which is what the Knicks need. Like, the Knicks need a score right now. The Knicks have good defense. The Knicks, I'm not going to say they have great playmaking, but they're going to address that in the draft. They're certainly going to address that in free agency. But the Knicks need someone that can score 25 a game. No Knicks fan is going to disagree with that. Julius Randle would have to be traded for this to happen, which once again is music to my ears, and I know it's music to other Knicks fans' ears because Julius Randle is not built to play in New York. But you know who is built to play in New York? Is Zach LaVine. He shot 47.6% from the field, 38.9% from three. He's a good, efficient player. He obviously can play above the rim, extremely athletic. I mean, him doing a 360 dunk is just a warm-up to him, man. He's super athletic. In terms of his defense, I don't really know too much about that, so I can't speak on it, but I know he's a very underrated playmaker. I mean, he did average 6 assists in the playoffs against the Bucks, give or take. They only won a game, but LaVine just been dealing with injuries all season. We didn't really get to see the Bulls' maximum potential, but Randall is on a 4-year, $117 million deal, which he also has a player option that goes into the final year of the contract, 2025, 2026. So in order to get LaVine, Randall would have to be traded. I don't know what the Knicks would get for Randall. I would honestly want picks. Like, and we're not going to be able to move Randall without getting any players back because it's a massive contract. But if we can get maybe some type of salary and then just draft capital, I would love that because if you look at our current roster right now, we have Emmanuel Quickley, Derrick Rose, Deuce, of course, and then you've got Evan Fournier, you've got Cam Reddish, you've got Quentin Grimes, you've got Obi Toppin, you've got Mitchell Robinson, Jericho Sims. I don't have it in front of me, but basically that's what our roster is looking like. There's a couple of other guys I'm sure I missed in there, but LaVine would fit nicely next to Quickley, Cam Reddish, Obi Toppin, and Mitchell Robinson because there's a bunch of good defenders out there. There's a bunch of athletes. Like, Emmanuel Quickley can certainly push the pace. Obi Toppin can push it. And then you've got Zach LaVine. Cam Reddish is athletic. Of course, he would be – how did I miss RJ Barrett? I'm a moron. Oh, my God. Yeah, okay, so Cam Reddish would be coming off the bench because we would start RJ there. But it's like, how do I miss the best player on the roster? Yeah, okay. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. But honestly, I think RJ and LaVine would be very good. And then you've got Obi, who can catch lobs. He's shooting the three ball extremely well. He just broke out in the final 4 or 5 games of the season because he was getting minutes. I mean, Obi Toppin, we never gave him 30 or more minutes. We finally started to, and he played exceptionally well. So, of course, there's still guys that we passed on, like, Sadiq Bey, Tyrese Halliburton, Maxey, that we would love to have right now. But, I mean, Obi Toppin can absolutely get to that level. Like, it sounds crazy to say, but Obi is he's so gifted and athletic to where he actually could be a problem for opposing defenses. And we saw that a lot to end the season. His confidence is really starting to get there as well. So, of course, I made this video like 3 times, so I don't even know what I've talked about to this point. I mentioned, obviously, that he played under Thibodeau. I mentioned that he was under trade rumors, in trade rumors for the Knicks over a year ago. If he's made available in July, I'm sure the Knicks would definitely be willing to bring him in, take another shot at getting him. He'd be a good leader in the locker room, which is full of younger players. I mean, yeah, like, I don't really care necessarily about the Knicks getting back to relevance. I mean, it would be great for the channel and great just because I like watching the Knicks every night. But also, if you get back the relevance, like it has to be the right way. Like I'd rather the Knicks have this good young type of core in a couple of seasons that like the Knicks finally were able to turn it around. But also, like if we can get LaVine, and basically we're substituting Randall for LaVine, so it's a no-brainer. It's basically the same team right now, just without Randall and LaVine. So like absolutely, I would do that. I don't know who wouldn't. So like I'm fine with it honestly. And no, I'll get comments about why are we taking other players' guys? Why can't we just build our own? I mean that's true, but I don't know if anyone on the Knicks roster right now will ever be as good as Zach LaVine. Like I'm gonna be real. I mean, well, besides RJ Barrett, I think RJ Barrett could become better, but like outside of that, I mean Zach LaVine is scoring 25 a game right now. He's in the prime of his career. I would love to do this. I would love Zach LaVine here. I'm not saying he's a quick fix to like, oh yeah, we might make the playoffs, but we might not make the playoffs with Zach LaVine. Like I have no idea, but I mean, if you add a legit 25 points per game score on 47, 30, 39 splits, that's certainly something that we can't just ignore. LaVine, again, yeah, sure, he's coming off of surgery. We don't know how big the surgery will be, if he'll miss a lot of time, if he'll be back in a couple months or whatever. But again, it's 2022. Players are coming back from injuries even better than they were before. LaVine has plenty of time to rest in the offseason. There's no reason why he shouldn't be ready to go in training camp and preseason. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. Once again, this is Knicks Daily. If you guys could drop a like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. We're posting daily Knicks videos out here. Unbelievable what's been happening with the channel, dude. We're getting thousands of views. Honestly, I remember my first video I made had like 6 views, and I just kept making them. I was like, I love the Knicks too much to just give up after one video. But yeah, I can't wait to see what happens next season with the team, bro. Free agency is going to be crazy. Trades are going to be crazy. The draft's going to be crazy. What will the Knicks do?